This is a TV. You may have seen one before, you may even have one. But the problem is, this isn't a very special TV. It's full HD, it's 32 inches, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't have any smart features, so I can't get iPlayer or Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't actually watch that much broadcast TV anymore. I tend to want to stream most of it on my phone or my laptop, so it's a real shame that this TV, which I normally have in my bedroom, can't play any of that. And that's where this very bright box comes in. This is the new Amazon Fire Stick TV with Alexa remote. So as it says on the tin, well, the key new features here is that it has Amazon's Alexa built in, which is the same digital assistant that you get in the Echo. Here's one I made earlier. So you probably already know about Fire TVs, you may even have one, but this is a new one. It came out in the US a few months ago in late 2016, and it's just come to the UK now. But as well as having Alexa built in, which we'll talk about more in a moment, it's also a lot faster. One of the issues with the older Fire Stick TVs was that it just were a bit slow. This, with its new quad-core processor, is just so much faster. So all you need to do is plug the stick into the HDMI port on the back of the TV, connect the power cable, whether that's via USB or a mains plug charger, it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Once the stick boots up, you'll need to connect it to your Wi-Fi and then sign it into your Amazon account. So the Fire Stick is plugged into the back. I've just turned the TV on with the pretty ugly old remote, which is not nearly as nice as the new one, which comes with the Fire Stick. Although you will need both because you can't actually change the volume with this one. So once you're up and running, as you can see, this is the home page, the main screen of the Fire Stick TV, and it's so fast, so responsive. It really is very nice to use. It's pretty much as fast as using an iPad or your phone to do it. And you now have access to dozens of apps and services, everything from iPlayer, Spotify, Netflix, the likes of Twitch and Plex and Spotify if you're into those. So within just a few seconds, I can open up iPlayer and watch the most recent episode of Top Gear or Graham Norton or Line of Duty, whatever your cup of tea is. So of course we could also go to Amazon, we could go to Netflix, we can open YouTube and go to the Trusted Reviews YouTube channel and subscribe, which of course everyone should be doing, or watching or renting movies, catching up on 4OD, checking out My5, ITV, everything you could possibly want really. So as you can see, the Fire TV Stick is still limited to 1080p 60. You can't get 4K or HDR content through it. You can also play games. I've got a bit of Crossy Road coming up here, but I would say it's not quite as fast and responsive as I'd like. It's reasonably playable, but just a little bit laggy, as you can see, and it's not overly enjoyable. For playing games, or if you want to stream Ultra HD or HDR content, you're going to need the more expensive Fire TV box, which sets you back about £80, twice as much as a Fire TV Stick. So of course not everything comes free with this. You don't have to have a Prime Amazon account, although it does help to get access to a lot of their videos and movies. And of course, if you don't subscribe to Netflix, then you're obviously not going to get any of that. So there are a few additional subscriptions that you kind of need to make the Fire TV Stick worthwhile. But then again, if you just want to use it for on-demand catch-up of regular broadcast channels, you're still good with that. So of course, aside from the performance bump, the big new feature is Alexa support. You have a new mic button on the remote control, which all you need to do is hold it down and then say iPlayer. And it suggested iPlayer. Now it won't search for programs within a lot of services, which is kind of annoying, so you can't look for an actual program within iPlayer, but you could say within Amazon, the Grand Tour. And there you have it. I can resume the episode. I think I got bored halfway through like most people did, and then you can watch it. So it's a great way of navigating the system, but you don't have to use it. The remote itself is really fast. There's only like 7 buttons on it, as well as this little directional pad here, so it's really easy to use. So the Fire TV Stick is one of the simplest but most useful gadgets you can really buy. It's up there with Chromecasts and toasters for just something that every household should have. If you do have a really recent smart TV, then you don't need it as much, and of course if you also have another TV box or streaming box or games console like a PS4 or Xbox One, again, you're going to be able to access most of those apps through that. So a lot of people aren't going to need the Fire TV Stick, but actually my parents, for example, they have a really old TV, but they wanted to watch iPlayer on demand and they didn't have a smart TV, so this was really useful to them. So it's not a huge upgrade over the last models, but it is a lot faster, and you do now get Amazon Alexa, which is quite handy. But still, for £40, if you use it a lot, it's probably worth the upgrade. So for more on the Fire TV Stick and ultra-modern TVs like this, stay tuned to trustreviews.com. Thanks for watching.